Hi, this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Ascendant Sign. I notice when I do my videos, I see everybody's always looking up their sun sign, and you need to use the chart calculator below on my website to figure out what planets you have in what signs or house to kind of follow these videos. But what is an ascendant sign? An ascendant sign is different than your sun sign, okay? Like, I'll give you an example. I am an Aries sun, and I have a Virgo ascendant. The ascendant is what people see upon first meeting you. People may look at me and say, okay, she's kind of conservative, she's, subdued, very analytical, she seems to be, analytical type of person. But they really get to know me, and they discover that I'm not as subdued as they thought. Like, wow, this chick can have a temper. Woo, who'd have known? But yeah, so I'll give you another example. Let's say that I'm gonna do a good one. Let's say you're a Leo sun, but your ascendant is Cancer. People, when they see you having a Cancer ascendant, may say, oh, she is shy, kind of introverted, a little bit shy when, you first meet this person. But people who really know you, you're very outgoing. You're not shy. You're probably shy when you meet somebody. But when they get to know you, different story. So your sun sign is way different than your ascendant. And your ascendant can tell you a lot about your personality and the type of a little bit about the characteristics about yourself that will be constant throughout your life. It can give you a little information about the 7th house, because the ascendant is opposing your 7th house. And the 7th house is what? Your marriage partner. So I'm going to be giving you a little information depending on your ascendant sign, what kind of marriage partner you probably would be attracted to. And also, we're going to talk a little bit about what you need. I want to say an ascendant sign is kind of like, what are you here to do? And what is it that you're needing to do in this life? And it's not the true node that I'm talking about. The ascendant is kind of like how you're going to carry out what you need to do. Okay? Look at it that way. Well, I'm going to go and do the videos. Stay tuned for yours. Hi, this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what it's like to have your Ascendant in Pisces. Well, what is it like? Your whole thing. I say that we all have a goal in this life, and that is your true node. Wherever your true node is in your chart, that's where you're going in this life. But the vehicle in which you get there is your Ascendant. So you're going to look at your Ascendant, and it shows you what you're going to feel like. Pisces ascendant people have this natural faith, like they're just born in this life with faith. Your goal, your key words are I believe. So you're just going to automatically have this inner faith about you. But faith in what, you say? What is this faith in, Well, Neptune is Pisces ruler. But since it's an outer planet, we're going to go to Jupiter. Jupiter is the secondary ruler of Pisces. So look where you have Jupiter, and this will tell you believe in what? Look at the house it's in. It's going to describe that for you. And you can also look up Neptune too. They'll give you more information, but I would go more so with the inner planet. So that puts another spin on it. You might come across, the ascendant is how we come across to other people, how we look, how we come across. And you could come across a person like, oh my God, this person is so creative. Or this person is an artist. This person is such a romantic. Oh my God, right? Those are some of the positive things about, Pisces ascendant. Or this person is so spiritual, so religious. Oh my goodness, right? Because you just have this natural belief in you, right? Now, some of the negative things of Pisces is this person came off really flaky, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it's like confused, So you could come off very, some people may say, again, there's octaves in astrology. Every sign is the higher and lower octave, okay? So I'm looking at some of the higher octaves of Pisces, which I just gave. Some of the lower ones are, you may come across a little spacey, or, oh my God, this person was totally stoned when I met them. Like, drug addict, can you say, like, stoner. Or, I met this guy, and I swear he was drunk off his rear end. I was going to say, yeah, sorry. He was drunk, like totally bombed, and it was morning. So those are the negative things that you could come off of with Pisces. So you have to watch, like there's positive and negative. It doesn't mean that every Pisces ascendant is going to be a lush or drug addict. No, maybe you're different. Maybe you're highly spiritual. You could be a minister. You could be a romance novelist. You're just very creative. You're the higher octave of Pisces, You could be, I want to say, what else? A wonderful artist or designer. And people are like, oh my gosh, where do you come up with this? Or maybe you're a fashion designer, and every time people look at you, oh my God, I love what you're wearing. You just put things together. So there's a creative side to you, okay? It depends if you tap into your lower side or your higher side. It depends on what comes out, Now, if you want to know how you're going to be, like higher or lower, your belief system is going to be, because, Pisces is all about I believe. That's your code word. I would say you're going to look at Jupiter and Neptune in your chart, figure out where those are. It's going to put a different spin on what I'm giving you. So what else is, you can be really impressionable and with a dreamy disposition, mostly, okay? And you can project a soft-hearted personality, and you can tend to see the world as you wish to see it. And I will say the reason sometimes Pisces ascendants may go to drugs or alcohol is the world can be very disappointing to them. Most of them are highly spiritual people born into this world with faith. Not even, maybe you didn't even come from spiritual parents. You just are spiritual. You don't know why. You know there's something more. It's a knowing. So a lot of Pisces people have this knowing, and they feel like the world is a harsh and cold place, and it's very, they're very sensitive to this, and it makes them want to tune out of life. But that doesn't mean every Pisces ascendant is going to be like this. But I will say, Whitney Houston, highly creative, beautiful voice, but she had a Pisces ascendant, and she, what did she do? She went to drugs because I don't know why. Obviously, something was very disappointing in her life, and I don't know the answers to that. I looked at some of her chart. I'm doing her chart for a class that I'm doing. But, yeah, Pisces ascendant, creative. She did use her higher octave, and she was very spiritual too, right? But, the lower octave is the drugs. So you got to always make sure that if you have a child who's a Pisces ascendant, you want to get them into things that may be creative, interesting, spiritual for them, because that's something that it's just going to be with them through their life, You want to get them to avoid some of those lower octave tendencies. Okay? What else? They are, and like I said too, they could be great writers and creative writers. What I mean by like the Harry Potter or romance novelists, because they see the world in fantasy a lot. They are really good at imagining things the way they want them. And when life isn't the way they want it to be, it can be very depressing for them. But great imaginations on these people. Wonderful. Very creative people. A lot of them, they have gifts and genius kind of creativity, What else? Objectivity is not and decision making is not the strong point. And it's because they absorb people. Like I said, the water signs tend to be psychic. And especially if it's the moon or the ascendant. And if these things happen to be in the 12th, 8th, or 4th house, there's psychic indicators in those placements. So Pisces is a very psychic sign. So a lot of times they're very compassionate people. Oh my God, they will help you. They're appreciative, very compassionate, loving people. but, you know, they can have issues with decision making, because a lot of times they mix their emotions with your own, and they're reading you, like they absorb things that you say or do, and they're absorbing their own, and then they get confused. Am I feeling mine or theirs? Like, is it his hesitation that I'm feeling, or is it mine? So you might find that the Pisces person is indecisive, okay? So I want to say they don't like to be labeled, and they avoid cold, hard facts and realities like the plague, because they could be, they could be disappointing, it just puts them in a negative place. They really love the rose-colored glasses. They like to see the world the way they want to see it, and then they want to see it in a beautiful place. Pisces is a sign that is really connected to the other side. That's why they come into this world so spiritual. It's just a knowing for them. They usually don't have a plan, and they like to keep things open. They like to change their minds frequently. And they like to feel their way through life. Like whatever they're feeling, they go with that. Organization and structure can be limiting to them. They just, go with the flow, Let me see. I have irresistible charm and a soft aura about them. Big time. Let me see. All right, I talked to you about that already. Just wanted to make sure I covered everything. Also, I want to say you have Virgo on the descendant, okay? So what does that mean? That means that the type of person that you're attracted to is probably going to be a communicative person, an analytical person, and a very organized person, which is great because you can kind of pass off many monotonous details and reality check kind of things to the partner that they don't mind doing, where you get stifled by, so it balances out. But I want to say also, this person, your partner, could be rather analytical and could be very, organized, where you may feel like, oh my God, like I hate organization, like rules and structure, because you like to go with the flow, and your partner would be very much like, let's have a schedule, and you're like, let's not say we did, something like this. But you're going to notice you attract these type of people, but it's good for you, because it puts more structure and order in your life. And, what else? Not everybody is going to have Virgo on the descendant, okay, if you have a Pisces ascendant. So this is for the masses of Pisces ascendants who usually do. Everybody's chart is different. And a lot of times, some people have interceptions in their chart that are quite huge, bigger houses. So sometimes some people don't have Virgo on the descendant, but for the most part, most people do. So I'm making these videos general for all of you. So don't shoot me and say, I don't have that. They're wrong. Well, I know not everybody does, but doing it for the masses here. If you like the video, let me know. If you have comment, please comment, no problem. If you want to take a class, I have a basics and an aspects class coming up. Click the link below. Also, go to my website and do the chart calculator. There are so many people looking up their sun sign for everything, and you have to look up what sign you have for each planet, and then look at the video. So anyway, I just thought I'd help, because I noticed some friends of mine, I'm like, well, you're not a Leo for everything. You got to look up the whole thing. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. And, the next video should be juicy. It's Mars. I'm going to do that next week. And what women are attracted to in a man. And the man might find it juicy too. If he knows where his girlfriend's Mars is, he may say, oh, so that's what she's attracted to. Okay. So anyway, it'll be fun. I will talk to you soon, and have a good night. Bye-bye.